Guys, deluded, man. I'm back again. I feel Adam Lewis deserves his own video. Now, if you don't know him, he's a young Liverpool Academy prospect, and he does play for England's youth sides as well. He's a left back, and you've seen me tweet about him for a while. People have asked me what he's about, and I think because he's playing for the under-19s, actually currently it's half time. Sorry, I might as well give my two bobs on him. Firstly, why I like him after I've watched him for Liverpool, what caught my eyes, he's very good going forward. Even if I look at England youth sides, what was it? The Hungary game a couple months ago, he got an assist or two. I remember it because Nelson scored as well, and I'm so sure Eddie did. He's very good going forward. He's got an engine, as you need as a fullback to get up and down the pitch. He's a very good crosser. It doesn't matter if it's set pieces, standard set pieces, free kicks, and that, or if it's just whipped crosses. He can drill across, he can whip across, he can whip across early, he can rip across late, he can take his man on the byline. He's able to dribble and go beyond his man. So he is the modern day fullback, and I do believe past Robertson, and assuming they don't sign a left back, the chances that he's been presented with could allow him to propel himself into the first team picture in a couple of years' time as a left back. I do believe he didn't start off as a left back. He was playing a bit more further forward, and he's been given a transition. If I'm wrong about that, I'll stand corrected. But yeah, man, he's a good player. He's a really good player in my opinion. I'm not here to talk about potential and what he can be and what this man can be and these things. I just believe he's a good player. He's shown consistency and competency at the league, during the league with Liverpool, and obviously when he's gone on and played for England at international level. Gerrard rates him as well and said he could be one of the next up. And you'd like to think with the way Liverpool play, I think he'd be perfect for them. He'd be perfect for them. Their fullbacks always bombing beyond, and he's always bombing beyond. He's still, at this moment in time, it's about patience, it's about timing, it's about all of these things. You've got to wait. And at the end of the day, I don't rate Moreno, for example, too highly, Liverpool left back, but he's got way more experience than Adam Lewis. So if you were Klopp and you, I don't know, God forbid, something, touch wood, a serious injury happened to Robertson, and you need to decide who's going to be the next left back, or if you need to buy one, it takes a very brave manager to throw him in. I do believe Klopp looks at that, but you also have to consider the other side of the coin that, okay, Moreno might not be anything to write home about, but if there's 10 games, there's going to be some sort of standard level he's going to give me, people. Versus Lewis, he's still extremely inexperienced. For as much as I like him, he's still clearly extremely inexperienced in these things. To then throw him in at the deep end, it could go right, and which I hope it wouldn't think it would, or it could go terribly wrong. Either way, I think he's a decent player, man. His crossing and his ability on the ball does impress me. Because of his sheer size, he'd probably have to work on jumping into strikers and wingers mid-drift and things like that, especially at back post. What I mean by that is I knew that myself. I'm a fullback. I'm not the tallest. If I'm going against a 6'4", I'm not going to beat him in the air. If I beat him in the air once, I'm never going to stop talking about it. But which actually has happened. Not 6'4", but yeah. I have no realistic chance of beating him in the air. But what I can do by that logic, people, and this is where it comes into football being a case of just making the right decision and being smart. It's not exactly dark arts of the game. It's not exactly legal. But if he jumps up for a header at back post, like you've seen Bellerin be pinned, what can you do? The only way to put him off is to either jump as much as you can into the man's chest, then maybe even his neck, jump into that and put him off, and then that will ask questions of him. Is he brave enough to still put his head there knowing he's going to get mashed up, or someone else is there, or what? Well, that's all you can do. That takes a lot of work on a training ground, putting in a lot of crosses. But these are the sort of things you've seen Monreal, you've seen Bellerin. You typically see fullbacks get pinned at pulses. Why do you always think you see them big, the strikers that are prominent in the air, Cavani, etc.? Why are they always at the back post with the shortest man? Because they're able to critically analyse, okay, this guy isn't the tallest, I can beat him in the air, boom. And that will happen to him. Everybody comes with shortcomings. It is what it is, but these are certain things I have to mention. There's not much more to say on that front, man. So, yeah, guys, deluded. Get in the comments, subscribe, and do the rest. I'm out.